All right. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Oh no. I had double live going on. I've got Twitch going on over here live, and then I have you guys over here live. That's a lot. What do I do? Okay, I gotta get out of that. I just tweeted out about it. Do a quick swipe up on Instagram. What's up, guys? What do you want to know today? It's going to be here shortly, so look out for that. A couple things real quick before we get anything really up and firing here. We have a contest going on over on Twitter right now. So if you want to win a pair of New Republic shoes, we now have female sizes as well. So if you are a female, you can also be included. You no longer have to miss out on the giveaway. So if you head over to Twitter, make sure you sign up for our newsletter because it is based on the newsletter. So if you get the newsletter, you would have known that we're running the contest. But sign up for the newsletter. Go ahead and like, favorite, like, retweet, and follow us on Twitter. You'll be put into the giveaway. And then we're going to announce it tomorrow when we do the recording of the pod. So don't miss out. You get a free pair of shoes. So lucky you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. That is a lot. What do you guys got for questions this week? What was week 1 of fantasy football like? How are you doing in the stock market? Do you too still have no idea what is going on with Snowflake? Because I don't think anybody does. Go Lakers. The fucking Clippers suck. The Clippers suck. They're terrible. They're terrible. Paul George, not playoff P. He's bench P. He's terrible. I wouldn't pay more than $6 to play in the NBA. He's terrible. What else we got? Who are we rooting for this week in fantasy in football? We're going to do a little bit of update on our own fantasy footballs. It was a very interesting week 1. We'll do some other things. We're going to talk a lot about Snowflake. We're going to try to figure out what the fuck they're doing. Who's hot, who's not on the stock market. So if you got any questions about stock market, let's go to that. Who do you guys think wins the NBA Finals? I know everybody's going to want to say Lakers, but who do you realistically? I don't think they have an easy time with the Nuggets. I really don't. Anand, are you getting set up? Okay, cool. I'm just going to shut this door quick. Yeah. Oh, shit. A bunch of stuff. Okay, Anand's going to be on here shortly. Nuggets can upset the Lakers. I'm not going to put money on it per se, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does, in fact, happen. Okay, let's get Anand added into here. There he is. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, so I was going to we can go over topics real quick. So just introing on D being back on the live episode, Clippers losing last night, and then going in on Snowflake, stock market. Anybody you want to talk about? Things to look out for, who not to look out for. Talking about fantasy week 1 and the NFL, and then any weekend or other updates.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to add? Gonna do Kanye stuff, but I don't really care.
I don't care either. Let's see.
I was gonna go start peeing. It was just an idea. I was gonna go start peeing on things. Just be like, I'm Kanye, but I don't have time in the day. We also have D in here watching because he wants to know what this is, quote unquote, all about.
What is this all about? Let's see. What else could we talk about? Let's go. Let's see.
Let's just rock it.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to just shut that drama's door real quick, just in case we get the outside noise? Oh, I have this hilarious meme that we're gonna post too. Of this guy on the subway, just like flipping through, like reading a book, like as fast as he possibly can. Then we put Trump's head on him.
Okay.
So good. Okay, let's kick it off. All right, guys, welcome back to Behind Closed Doors. Today is, in fact, September 16th. We have made it into the month of September, and things are absolutely rolling and starting to really catch steam. So we have a ton to talk about on the episode. But before we get into all the cool and fun things we have to discuss, let's first start off by two big things. One is the biggest news that happened just last night. The LA Clippers, maybe you know we are located in LA. The LA Clippers took a big old fat L to the Nuggets as a longtime Los Angeles resident and Lakers fan. What were those first feelings for you when you heard that they lost?
Absolutely loved it. I watched the end. I am a diehard Lakers fan, as the hat can show.
Yeah.
The Clippers are a bunch of choke artists. The organization is cursed. They are not meant to be champions. And they had as good of a team as you could possibly assemble. And they lost in the second round. They've never made it to a conference final.
This is the most LA team, too. It's like you put these like star powers, which is like all the celebrities and the image around LA that's here. It's like you put all the superpowers here, but they're not the real team. They just suck. They're just made of plastic. They're not made of anything good. So they just fall apart in the end.
Yeah, no, it was just typical Clippers franchise behavior, and the Lakers now are poised, and the Kings are going to bring a title home.
Do you actually think you obviously think the Lakers will win? Do you think they'll have a lot of trouble going against the Nuggets?
I mean, Nuggets are a good team, but I just feel like you have the two best players potentially in the NBA with AD and LeBron, so I'd put my money on them.
Okay. So that is to watch. When does their game start? When does their series begin?
It should be tomorrow, because they're doing it the other day.
They're pretty quick turnaround on their games in the bubble, aren't they?
Don't worry, Picklebot. We're going to talk about stuff other than sports. Don't worry. Hang around.
Yeah. Don't go away. That was just a hot topic to start it off.
Hot topic, yeah.
Calm down a little bit. Will you relax? The next one is D's back. The electricity was back in the room yesterday. Now we actually have him in the live stream with us today because he clearly, I think he must just be hanging out at home, just chilling, hanging around, because now he's watching us, which is
so bored if he turned on behind.
So bored. Yeah. So we're worrying for D. Maybe he should spend more time in the office with us here, but he was back, so that was really good to see him back on the episode yesterday. If you didn't catch that, you're going to want to. The electricity was, as he would say in the comments here, rocket ship-like. Okay, let's move in, and this is also another hot topic this morning, and one we talked about in the pod yesterday, Snowflake. Snowflake went live today. Give us your kind of thought process as that happened this morning.
So it was the most oversubscribed tech company pre-IPO in the history of technology. Snowflake is a company that no one can explain. And I think the fact that Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett participated in the pre-IPO, it just validated the stock from a non-tech investor that everyone wanted to buy it. So it's trading at the end of market. I think it's up 2.5x from what their pre-IPO price round was, which is absolutely insane. So let me just pull it up.
254.
Yeah, it was supposed to. I think it was supposed to go out at 100, and then ended up IPOing and going up to 254. So now it's trading at, I think, like 190x.
So explain that process to me real quick. What goes on in between that time and the list of the IPO that it goes up that much?
So basically what happens is they do a pre-IPO round, which is where all these investors get to buy at a certain price, and that is a fixed price. So I think in this case, it was probably like 75, $80. I forget what the number is.
Yep.
And then when it's about to go public, the market actually prices it at open at whatever the bid ask price is. So everyone who's in the pre-IPO round got a fixed price.
Right.
And whatever it priced at when the market opened is actually what the public markets are saying.
Right.
So that means there was enough buyers in the public live markets that were willing to float it at this price. It's absolutely staggering. It's trading at, I think, $90 to $100 billion in market cap, and it's a joke.
I mean, what happens from here? What's the result? Does it just completely crumble? Is this like the Nikola stock? What are we going to see from this? What's the long term?
I mean, honestly, I think over the next few days you're going to see volatility, but I mean, over the long run, the brand is just so hot. Everyone was talking about it pre-IPO, and I mean, who knows? It's going to go as the market goes. As long as interest rates are zero, everyone's trying to find growth, and Snowflake's the beneficiary. It's literally top ticking the pre-IPO market.
And it was so funny to see that as we posted it this morning, how many people were actually involved in Snowflake. I had somebody say that their ex-roommate works at Snowflake. They know somebody that works at Snowflake. They knew somebody who got in at $3 a share on Snowflake. Did you learn this morning about anybody that you had a connection to Snowflake?
I know one person who works for a hedge fund that was able to get a large allocation the pre-IPO, so he looks like a hero.
Right.
But other than that, no. I think it's just insane of what's going on in the market.
Do you think more companies will kind of follow this suit? Like, is this a once in a lifetime for these type of things, or is this going to really start happening more often?
I think as long as the Fed keeps interest rates at zero, you're going to see companies IPO at this, because the public markets are so starved for growth because they'll bid up anything. So it doesn't even matter as long as it's technology, as long as it's growth.
Right. Well, it'll be very interesting to watch. Like I said this morning, Twitter was going insane. Everybody's going insane. We had previewed it yesterday on the pod, so it was very funny to see it go live and people's live reaction to it. Now, moving a little bit further into the stock market, is there anything big you're watching for this week? Is there any, besides really Snowflake, is there anybody else you're looking out for?
I made a casino-type bet on Shopify.
Oh, wow. Dude, spill the beans.
So I bought options today, 1 minute before the close.
Wow.
Because the stock got clobbered today.
Was that an all day, like, teeter-tottering? Like, do I do it, do I not?
I started watching around 11:30 a.m. and then at 12:59 I pulled the trigger. It's just fun. Not a lot of money, just literally for fun.
Okay.
And, we'll see. I view it like playing Casino War in Vegas. Like 50-50. It's a coin flip.
Yeah. You either win or you don't.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted. I'll know by tomorrow. It's either worthless tomorrow or it makes a lot of money.
So the only way you'll really find out if you listen to the pod tomorrow, and we'll find out how your bet played out. Yeah. What about, is that the only thing you're playing right now?
That's literally the only thing. I did it because one of our friends bought the same options, got clobbered on it, and it was down so big that I was like, oh, fuck around with this.
Are you usually like in communication with your friends to be influenced by
yeah, of course.
Their bets?
We have a group chat with Dee and one of our close friends, and we kind of just exchange our bets because I don't want to act like we know what we're doing. It's literally betting.
Right.
Like it's the equivalent of me betting on the Nuggets and Lakers tomorrow.
Okay, wow. So that is to look out for. Maybe you want to also place a short on Spotify. I'm
going wrong. It needs to go up. I need to go up.
It needs to go up. So we have a lot looking out for. What's one company right now that you're not like that is just powering through, would you say? So I pulled out on Walmart this morning. Here's my Walmart is so boring. It's a great stock and it'll keep going up. And would you call it a blue chip? Is that?
Yeah, it's a blue chip.
Yeah, it's a blue chip.
Great companies in America.
Yeah, right. But it's no fun. I mean, I only had like $100 in it, but it would just float like 6-7%, drop back down to 5%. I was like, this is so boring. So I pulled out.
It's not good for the Robinhood TikTokers because
no.
It goes up and down very little. Like a Shopify will go up 10%, down 10%.
Right.
the tech stocks, if you're just looking for fun, it's tech.
Yeah, and that's what I quickly learned, and I was like, man, I'm out of this. I got to go find something new. So maybe we'll throw it into GoPro or something shitty like that and just go ahead and lose my money. I don't know.
Yeah, go shitty and lose your money.
GoPro released their new GoPro like 9 or something this morning, and I saw a little spike, but it like went up like 30 cents. So
yeah.
They're not worth it. Okay, let's move into some more sports. For any of you that aren't sports, I know you'll probably hate this, but we do love this. It was week 1 of the NFL. That's right. And in other news, the Big Ten is back.
Yeah.
The Big Ten announced this morning that they are also back. Did you see the details on that? I didn't get to read up on it completely.
I didn't see when they're actually going to start, but the Big Ten's coming back, and now the pressure's on the governor of California. So USC players are tweeting and writing letters saying, let them play. Matt Leinert's retweeting it. You have a bunch of USC alums. They're very powerful in the program, begging the governor to let them play. So it's going to be a face-off. At this point, when you have all the other major conferences playing and no kids are getting hospitalized, I think you have no choice. You have to play, and you can't really justify it otherwise.
No, you can't, and especially for the Big Ten to have done this is to really go back and meet and decide against what they originally decided for was interesting to see, and I think it'll put it does put a lot of pressure on the rest of the conferences around the nation. So it'll be interesting.
No, it totally is, and I think we'll see what happens, but I think every conference is going to be forced to play. Trump took credit for the Big Ten today.
Of course he did.
I don't know.
What doesn't he take credit for?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the players and coaches that convinced the program. And honestly, they have a good explanation. They're like, the kids are going to be in a controlled environment, testing constantly. And if they're sick, they're getting the best medical help, because if they're not playing, you have no control over them. They're not getting tested. They're not getting – so
yeah, I
think it's the right move.
Yeah, I think it's the right move too, and we need more sports back. I think you can do it in a very controlled way. Why not? It's good for them. It keeps money in their pocket, and it keeps the entertainment increasing just a little bit by the month. So a lot of exciting things coming out of the NCAA. Looks like games are already being played, but the Big Ten said they're coming back in about mid-October. So we'll look out for that. A lot of exciting games coming from there. And let's go into week 1 of fantasy football. How did your team perform? There was a lot of wild games, nothing super out of the ordinary. But what were kind of your first initial thoughts with this week 1?
So I'm in 2 leagues. I went 1-0 in both. So as far as I'm concerned,
nice.
Great start. Very excited.
I went 0-1.
Wilson, he had 4 touchdowns. It was incredible.
Who did?
Russell Wilson.
Yes.
So that was good.
He's never received a MVP vote.
Yeah, I know.
If I said that correct. Right.
This is completely insane. But he's a baller.
Is he your key guy? Who's your other key guy in your other team?
On that team, I also have the running back for the Seahawks, Chris Carson, Derrick Henry. Just a lot of depth, and everyone performed. It was great.
Yeah, I on the other hand was 0-1 in both leagues.
Ooh.
Rough start. Had a couple guys underperform, and just about my entire bench decided to show up. So
that's the worst.
That's the worst. But it was week 1, so I'm not feeling too down and too depressed.
And the fun thing about fantasy is there's so many people who play that literally don't watch any sports. It's just a fun way to engage with your friends, and you can take it as serious as you want. Some leagues are very serious, so my league is a legacy league that is taken very seriously. People talk every day, but you could also just do a league where you just have fun and talk shit.
Yeah, I think that's some way. It's people who really don't have that or never really grew up with sports or played sports. Like they kind of get into this, and this is where things become competitive for them. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely see that out of people, which is always fun. It's very, very cool. Somebody's asking PPR down here in the chat.
I'm in a PPR league, both leagues.
Yeah, it's pretty standard now, right?
Yeah, totally.
Do you play any dual quarterback?
No,
leagues?
I'm not dual.
I did that last. I did that.
I don't like that.
It's there's not enough quarterbacks. It's really not. I mean, if you're the lucky one who gets 2 quarterbacks, it's nice, but It is difficult. Let's see. What else did they say in the chat? So loads of the NFL coaches and players appear to not follow the wear your mask on the sideline rule for the NFL came out saying they won't stand for that.
Yeah, I saw McVay wasn't wearing a mask Sunday Night Football, but they've all been tested.
This is my other thing, too. It's with the bubble as well. And I get the bubble in comparison. Like, they're more locked down, but there's still people coming in and out. But it's like during these games, why are people like wearing masks on the sideline? Has everyone not been tested?
In the NBA bubble, I think it's weird.
It's so weird. I'm like, who cares? I mean, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. But if not,
I think they're doing it for marketing purposes to show the country to keep wearing masks.
We the same thing. Like all these like live studios and live commentary studios, like ESPN or anything like that. They're all sitting 6 feet apart. I'm like, you are all tested in an enclosed space. Like it's not going to matter if you're that far apart because they know you're standing right next to each other when the camera breaks.
I honestly think it's just marketing.
Right. It has to.
They want to show the country, hey, everyone, take this seriously.
Right. I mean, even in our closed circle around the office and things like that, like when we're recording, like people will be like, oh, you guys aren't 6 feet apart. It's like, really? Like,
I mean, Trump was the best when he came to California. Everyone was wearing masks but him in the press conference. That was amazing.
That's a wild move. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what the NFL actually does. Did you see it was Andy Reid with that giant clear plastic one? I don't even know how the guy fucking saw it.
Well, they had fans in their game. So
do you know how that's working?
I think a lot of people are opening for fans. So the Titans, I think, are October 4th. Florida, I think they're all allowed. Dallas is in October. So I think you're going to see at least half the teams probably have fans.
And it's only kept at a 25% capacity or 50%?
Like that. Yeah, I think 25%.
Wait, I might have to go to Florida just to catch a game because I'm interested.
Yeah.
But LA won't. LA's not taking fans.
Who knows? They might be forced to in a month or so.
Right. I mean,
I would guess there's fans by the end of the season in LA.
Yeah. I would have to think so at this rate, as long as there isn't anything tied back to it.
Stadiums, so I mean, you mitigate a lot of the risk.
I mean, that stadium looks gorgeous. You guys took a tour, right?
Yeah, we did a tour. It was awesome.
Okay, so moving on to week 2, is there anything big you're looking out for that?
No, I just got to win. Seahawks, Patriots, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. What did you think of Tom and Tampa Bay? Do you think they turn it around in any way or no?
They may suck.
I think they might suck. Yeah. I really do. It feels like the Browns. Like you got all the talent, all the talk about, and then you just take this massive shit.
Yeah, no, it's totally possible.
I think the
hype team.
Yeah, I think the Browns are shitty again this year as well. Like nothing. Somebody wants to know real quick, how do you feel about the fake crowd noise played on the broadcast? Love it.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, you still hear the majority of the sounds on the field, which is fantastic, and it can't get above 70 decibels. So, like, it's set at a limit. I think it's cool. It keeps the experience still alive. I still feel like I'm really watching it, and fans are really there.
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay, that's going to kind of wrap it up for us here behind closed doors. Before we really cap everything off for this episode, what do we got looking forward to this weekend? Anything crazy going on? What's on the plate for you?
I think I'm just going to watch some playoff basketball and Sunday football and hang out. Nothing.
It's all sports. Hockey's playing right now as well.
Yeah.
I think who's all playing right now? It's the NHL, NFL.
Every sport, tennis, whatever, you name it. Everyone's playing. Trump has just said TikTok must be 100% secure before we approve a deal. No one knows what it means either.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
No one knows.
You know China's just going to hide a bunch of shit until they get approved, and then it's still going to rule like they did before.
Yeah, no, totally. What happened to Taylor? Taylor got too busy for us, so he's stepped back. We'll see if he wants to join us back whenever his time frees up.
Yeah, I think he's back down in Texas too. So
is he?
He posted on his story, I think, or something like that, or was it TikTok I saw? But yeah, he was showing he's back down in Texas.
Okay, good for him.
He's a man on the move.
Always.
Okay, we're gonna take some more questions here on our stream. But as always, come check us out live on Twitch every Wednesday. Time is never confirmed until about 15 minutes before, but if you follow us on Twitter, you can stay up to date on everything we've got going on because that is where we are most up to date on. So we're going to answer some more questions, but that's going to do it for us on Behind Closed Doors. Make sure you check us out on group chat everywhere you listen to podcasts. You can go over to @group chat on Twitter, group chat pod on Instagram. Lots of funny and exciting things going on there, so don't miss out. And be a part of our newsletter. All the things you need to know every Monday and Thursday. Go sign up at Melrose Journal. MelroseStreetJournal.com. Sorry, Melrose Places get me confused now. We're going to do it there. That's going to do it for us. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, cool. We'll take questions for a few minutes here.
Jim Carrey will do a great Joe Biden.
I can't wait for that. I saw that on Twitter and I was laughing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Celtics or Heat?
Heat.
The Heat.
Who won yesterday?
Did they play yesterday?
Yeah, they did.
Really? Oh, it was the Heat, wasn't it? They had that big old block on Jason Tatum.
117, 114, the big block.
Tyler Hero committed to Wisconsin beginning of his junior year, or maybe it was late sophomore year, and then decommitted, went to Kentucky, and is now in the Eastern Conference Finals for the Heat.
Amazing.
Crazy story. Have you seen Tenant?
I have not. Isn't only there a Tenant or Tenet?
Tenant.
I don't know what Tenant is.
It's some new movie. What is Tenant, guys? People are talking about. Somebody told me the other day that they wanted to. Isn't it a movie? Oh, dang, it's Alex.
Oh, dang, it's Alex. What's it about?
A secret agent embarks on a dangerous time-bending mission to prevent the start of World War III.
I like it.
Oh, so they're just trying to predict what's going on right now.
It's right up my alley. I love it.
Christopher Nolan.
Amazing.
There's a lot of other stuff happening in the chat over here while we were recording too.
Is D still on?
Not sure. I haven't seen him comment back. He said he was he said he was on the call. He's like, I'm on a Zoom with Amazon when we said he wasn't doing anything.
So how is he on Twitch?
He must have just put Zoom in the background.
Oh, he probably did it on his phone.
And Picklebot jumped out right away. That's too bad.
Shopify in 5 years will probably be a $500 to $750 billion company.
It's crazy. They're like the Shopify is what? Like, wait, they partnered with the Walmart, which was huge. What's their stock price at right now?
$880.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's not big from its highs, though.
That's right. Their 52-week high was 1146.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a big drop.
Do you think DocuSign ever goes back up? I'm just like...
You're still writing DocuSign?
Jesus Christ. I bought it at $250 and it's down to $196.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be... It's a tech company. Does it not recover? I feel like it recovers.
It should go back up.
Yeah. At some point. So that's why I'm like willing to hold. But like...
I don't think it'll compete with Amazon Prime at scale, but it'll be a good alternative. I just don't know how you compete with Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to compete with Amazon Prime.
It's geographic. You're going to have areas where you have your Walmart shoppers that are through and through. They may use it, but majority of people still are just going to use Amazon.
Like back in Wisconsin, we never see it. Also competes back with Target, Kmart, any of those other places as well. Like Middle America, there's a lot of places that only have Walmart. So that's going to slowly grow out as far as knowledge of their services and the experience that they have with it. And I think it really starts to build out from these smaller areas where they can gain a lot of control that they already have as compared to anybody like there's Walmarts everywhere. There's not Targets everywhere.
TikTok and USA, we've been talking about on the podcast. No one knows.
Yep.
It should just get banned, but no one really knows.
I don't think it get banned. It's too good of an app. I keep trying to do everything else or trying to use everything else with its reels. Like every time I go on TikTok, I'm blown away when I go to make a TikTok. All the crazy little pieces they have worked in, the usability, the ability to be so creative on the platform and the tools. It's wild. I could do half that shit in any editing system. It would take me days to do.
That's true.
And they have it figured out where I can flip on my phone and have the effect in 10 seconds.
I Am Kid Stars. Everyone loved his Running Sucks hat. Great.
Yep.
How was Vegas?
Yeah, what's Vegas like? Is it pretty dead?
I've seen some videos. I've heard some people.
I've seen people go over to Nashville. I've seen people go down to Texas, Florida.
Interesting.
Pretty open.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lakers will win it all. That is the bet around here.
All right, Pete. Let's wrap this up.
Wrap it on up. All right, guys, before we leave, just another reminder, head over to Twitter as long as you are subscribed to our newsletter. If you're not, MelloStreetJournal.com to get signed up. And then go ahead and hit the pinned tweet on our profile. That'll get you entered in the giveaway we got going on for a pair of New Republic shoes. We make both male and female sizes now. So if you are a beautiful woman or a handsome man, both of you can get included in the chance to win. So go ahead and do that. That's going to do it for us. Our handles are right here. Go ahead and follow us. See you later.
Peace.